Hello, hello. Just waiting for people to come in. Hi, everyone. What's up, guys? Welcome to Let's Go Live, everyone. This is not a drill this time. This is the real thing. And I'm hoping and praying that Toffee is not as vocal as she was being a few seconds ago. So Shaggy and Bruce Melodie are going to be here with us. And they're going to be here with us any second. They're going to be talking to us about their collaboration when she's around, bringing those reggae vibes and those African rhythms. So let's see if we can find Shaggy and Bruce. Shaggy, of course, is an absolute legend. He's been making music consistently for 30 years. Oh Carolina came out back in 1993, and Bruce Melodie is a newer artist. He's a household name in Rwanda, and he's making big waves on the afrobeat scene right now. So really excited to talk to both of them. We're going to put them to the 10 and 10 challenge, and it looks like did HQ Trivia with me a couple of years back, and that was awesome. So he should be on in a second, and then we're just waiting for Bruce to join. And here he is, Shaggy. What's up, Shaggy?
What's up, Sharon?
How
Is
you
everything
doing?
good?
I was telling everyone a fun fact that we actually co-hosted HQ Trivia one time, if you remember that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we have we go way back.
We go way back. We go way back. Let's see if this is Bruce. Yes, it is. All right, let's bring Bruce up. So excited to chat to you both.
Come on.
And Shaggy, where are you live from right now?
I'm live from Miami. I'm in my studios right now.
Live from Miami. What's up, Bruce? How are you doing?
What's up? Hi, everyone. Bruce.
What's up, Bruce?
Bruce, where are you live from right
Hi,
now?
Shaggy. How are you, my G?
Yeah, I'm blessed. Yeah.
Bruce, where are you live from right now?
I'm in Uganda, Kampala.
Ah, okay. So we're worldwide right now, guys.
We're global. We're global.
The West
We're
Coast.
global.
When was the last time you guys saw each other?
Well, we saw each other on I think Friday when the single came out. We did a live on YouTube together.
Okay.
And with us and a lot of fans, and really just introduced the song and put it out there, so everybody was really excited with that. So that was fun.
Nice, and we are loving the song. I mean, bringing such positive vibes as you guys always do.
Good vibes.
Talk to us. Tell me how this collaboration came about in the first place. How did you guys get together? Did you know each other already?
No.
Go ahead, Bruce.
We didn't know each other. I produced a lot of songs. Then one of the songs was played somewhere, and the person whose name is Steve loved the song. So he's the person who introduced me to Shaggy, and he introduced him to my career in my music. And then we ended up doing an amazing work like this song.
The song is awesome. Okay, so I want to do a little quiz right now, quick fire round, to see how well you guys know each other after working together on this song. It's okay if you get the answers wrong, don't worry about it, no pressure. But the first question is for you, Bruce. What is Shaggy's real name? His real name?
Yeah, you're gonna get it. You're gonna have us both on that, because I have not had the opportunity to meet Bruce in person.
What I know,
we've been going back and forth on
Richard,
things.
right?
Yeah.
Are you Richard? Shaggy.
Yeah.
Do you have Richard in names?
Richard is the first name. Yes.
Good.
Yes. Yeah.
The other one I don't really remember, but I know that he's Richard.
Okay, well, you passed that one. That was a good one. And it's okay. We know you guys haven't really had a chance to bond.
No,
it's just a fun thing, just to put you to the test. Okay, Shaggy, what do you think Bruce's zodiac sign is? You're a Libra. You just celebrated your birthday.
I don't know. I'm going to think that he's a Scorpio. You think?
You're close. He's a water sign, and the reason I know is because you're a Pisces.
Oh, he's a Pisces. Okay. Yeah.
Pisces.
Yeah.
Okay.
What sign are you? What sign are you, Sharon?
I'm a Pisces as well. Same birthday, March 2nd.
Yeah. I'm not big on signs, but you know.
Well, you were close though. You were close with Scorpio.
Yeah.
All right. And what year did Shaggy's debut single come out? Oh Carolina. We can't forget that song. Smash hit. Bruce, you know.
I saw that today. It's been now 30 years.
30 years, yes.
Look at that. Look at that. All right. And last one for you, Shaggy, on the hot spot. Where did Bruce realize that he had this incredible singing ability? Where was it? Where did he hone those skills initially?
I don't know, but I would definitely have to think it was in Rwanda, you know, because that's where he started his whole life and his career. You know, Bruce told me a story that he was at my show when I was in Rwanda. How old did you say you were? You were 13 at the time?
I was like 14 to 15. I don't really
14,
remember.
15, right. Yeah.
That's
And just starting to dream and make great music at that time. I'm glad to know that he was there, and look at us now. We're now collaborating on amazing records. So yeah.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome to think, you know, you were there watching Shaggy on stage, and now here you are together on this Instagram Live celebrating your collaboration. But it was actually in the choir, wasn't it, where you first started and kicked off your love for singing?
Yes.
Right, Bruce? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. It gets easier from here. Okay. It gets easier. We're going to put you to the 10 and 10 challenge, 10 random and revealing questions. It's going to be fun. Don't worry, Shaggy. So first question, the icebreaker, complete the sentence. I give the best blank. So Shaggy, you can start with that. I give the best blank.
Oh. I give the best hugs.
Everyone needs a good hug.
Yes.
That is a really good thing. That is a really good thing. Bruce, I give the best blank.
I think the best melodies.
Nice.
That is true.
Okay. Yeah, that's why your name's Bruce Melodie.
Bruce Melodies, great melodies.
It all makes sense. It all
melody
makes sense.
master.
The melody master, I like that. Okay, so question number 2, I'm going to ask each of you a question around the name of one of your songs, right? Around the name, not the actual song. So Shaggy, starting with you, Strength of a Woman, that came out in 2002. Love that song. People love that song. How do you recognize a strong woman when you see her, and who are some of the strongest women in your life?
You know, I was raised by predominantly women. I was raised by my grandmother. Another strong woman in my life has been my mother. My wife is also a very strong figure in my family. So those are the first and foremost strong people that really shaped who I am. You know, and I'm in the process of raising really strong queens at the moment because I have 3 daughters. But they have a lot to they have a lot to look up to. You know, there's a lot of great people who have done, the Honorable Portia Simpson, who's one of Jamaica's first female prime minister, you know, who was also a friend of the family, you know what I mean? But there's a lot, you know, what Oprah Winfrey has done and accomplished, you know, what a lot of great women, especially in the music industry, have accomplished over the years. And so they have a lot of great heroes that they can tie themselves into.
That's awesome. So Bruce, this one's for you. So Don't Know is one of your songs from earlier on in your career, right? Don't Know. What is one question that you would love to know the answer to?
Who? Beyonce? Did you say Beyonce?
One question that you would love to know the answer to, because you have a song called Don't Know. So is there one thing that you don't know that you would love to know the answer to?
Oh,
why are we on this planet? Anything?
Don't Know is a song we recorded in 2017. I recorded that when I was in Coke Studio. It was just a vibe. Like, we did a song trying to say, like, this chick wants to act like she doesn't know me. So song comes from.
Got it. So 1 minute she knows you, and then she sees you on the street, she walks right by like she doesn't know you. What did you do to get that reaction, Bruce?
it's just an idea. It didn't happen in real life.
Song.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
a song. It's not real. It's just a song. Mm. People ask me
Got it.
that,
Okay.
that it wasn't me. Did you get catch? No, it's just a song.
Yes,
You got to
yes,
you got to
yes.
read that deep into it.
And Shaggy, I know you get asked about that all the time, and you've made the point. It's the anti-cheating song. It's not a cheating
Indeed.
song. If you
Indeed.
listen to the end of the song,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a bit. But Shaggy, you have a song called Hope, which came out in 1999. What's your biggest hope for the future, whether it's a hope for yourself, for your family, for your girls, or for this crazy world that we're living in at the moment?
Well, one thing I could hope for. I hope for many things, and one of the main things is that we could all somehow resolve our differences without it being violent. What is going on right now in Gaza is pretty bad. It's been going on for years and years, and it's really sad that diplomacy could not get us a solution. So that to me is really, really tough. Again, everybody's sitting, waiting to see if the world is on the brink of war again. So I'm hoping that get resolved, and I hope there is more love amongst us as a people. I hope there's a lot that we stop, eroding our earth, where climate change is concerned, and hope that we could support climate change. I mean, and I hope for us, Bruce and I, to continue to do great melodies and feel good records that put smiles and send joy to people's lives. I think if that helps, and I could make someone's life a little better throughout this day in this tough world, then I've done my part, and we should all do our part.
Awesome answer. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. And you mentioned love. So Bruce, the last one in terms of titles, Love Me Hard was one of your songs. I love that song. It just came out about 10 months ago. When you love somebody, how do you show that you care?
First of all, I have a wife. So when I recorded this song, I recorded it thinking of my wife. Being a star, being an artist, and being in a relationship, sometimes it's very, very hard for your partner should not feel comfortable. Sometimes they don't feel what you feel. So I did this song thinking of my wife and thinking of what we've been through. So for me, when I love someone, I just sing for my love.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, because it can be hard being the partner of someone who's in the limelight and on the road and traveling and has that level of fame. So that's a really beautiful thing. I love that.
The song came up it came from my heart, straight from my heart. So it's me who was bringing out my feelings.
And being vulnerable, that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And how long have you been married?
It's almost now 10 years.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Good stuff. Okay, Shaggy, question number 3 is for you. So your first single, Oh Carolina, came out 30 years ago, as we mentioned. And since then, you have been nominated for 8 Grammys. You've won 2 Grammys. You've sold 40 million album units, diamond selling artist. You've had #1s all over the world. How would you say today's Shaggy is different to that Shaggy that we knew when you came out with Oh Carolina? As an artist and as a person, obviously there's growth over 30 years, but how would you describe the difference?
I think it's a big difference. The person I was then is not the person I am now. The person I am now is not the person I am that I was 5 years ago, and I won't be the same person next 5 years after this. Yeah. I've never tried to cookie cut myself, and I did Oh Carolina at the time. I remember having a big argument with a record company because it was such a massive records, and there were a lot of people putting out those styles of record. One of those records was Boom Shakalak with Apache Indian. And I remember, Steve Apache Indian actually played me that record before it came out because he had sampled parts of my record and didn't want to offend me in any way. And I was like, and we're friends at that time. We're hanging out. I thought it was a smash. But there were Meet Me and Lucha One. There was Chakadima's Tease Me. There was Twist and Shout. All these records kind of came off that Carolina beat. And, I was pushed at that point by record companies to try and create another Old Carolina, which I didn't actually. On my Bombastic album, I did a song called Jenny. Really was a diss record towards them telling me to do Old Carolina. I said, Carolina left me and gone. She's whole Carolina. But anyway, that was a whole different thing that I created.
Yeah.
But I went ahead and I did something that was totally me. And it was against the grain, and they didn't see the picture of it when I did it because it didn't sound like the one before. So it was a cookie cut. And I did Mr. Boombastic, which was totally different from Old Carolina and the style of it. And they heard it first and didn't think it was hot, but it debuted at #1, and that was the first #1 debuted song of dancehall ever,
Wow.
in the British chart. So sometimes there's a lot has changed because music has changed and styles have changed, and I keep changing. I surround myself with young, talented, and innovative artists. Someone like a Bruce Melodie who's got these really incredible melody, and he's young and he's vibrant and he's just got a genuine love for music. I feed off someone's like him, like his energy, and I create music according to that and that vibe, and I take a lot from that and create my own little vibe. So I still do these things, but back then it's just a style of music that's different. The way you consume music is different
So
compared to whole. We used to, back in the days, you get a record, you used to read every single thing in the album, who made it, what studio it was. You wanted to know who played the trumpet, who played the guitar, who. Nowadays nobody cares. It's an MP3, you play it, you stream it, and you move on to the next. Or sometimes you don't even remember who the artist is, because it's in a playlist. So everything has changed, and we just got to adapt. And we're adapting the best way we do it, and being as artistic as we can while we adapt.
And you really have done a fantastic job of adapting, because even with TikTok, I know you've had a couple of smash hits on TikTok. Banana that's the name of the song, right?
Yeah,
which was everywhere on TikTok.
And that was a big joy. It was over 2 billion TikTok streams. And our presence is still there. Mr. Boombastic. Every time you see they're trending songs like It Wasn't Me, they keep trending. Angel trends, and here we are. We're about to trend really, really heavy with When She's Around, Fungama. So we're in it. We're back at it.
Absolutely. Still killing it. Okay, question number 4. So, Bruce, you are a household name in Rwanda. I know a lot of people right now watching from Rwanda. And your music, you really blend different genres. You've got pop in there, you've got R&B in there, Amapiano, which I actually wasn't familiar with. And then after learning about you, I checked it out. I love it. Like, it's a subgenre of house music, and then Afro beats, of course, as well. And as an artist from East Africa, you're one of the only artists from that region who is making waves now in Afro beats, which is predominantly West African artists, Nigerians in particular. So tell me, how easy or challenging has that been, coming from East Africa and making a name for yourself here in this Afrobeat scene?
Afrobeat is making it globally, but for us, like Rwandans, we used to do R&B. We were not connected to Afrobeat. So when Afrobeat started taking over, even us got caught by Afrobeat, because we are Africans. We have that in our veins. So we started playing Afrobeat and producing Afrobeat. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we started producing some Afrobeats, and we started mixing Afro and Zouk. So we started producing Afro. At the end of the day, the Nigerian wave came. Now we started producing Afrobeat. But because we are well into R&B and all that Afro stuff, we also adopted Amapiano. Amapiano came from Africa.
Yeah.
So we are doing all that because it's still Africa and we are Africans. It's very, very easy for us to produce Afrobeat. And I like this, that Afrobeat is taking over, like globally, it's taking over worldwide.
Yeah.
And that's why we are producing more Afrobeat, and sometimes we mix with Amapiano. And on my album, which is coming next, we have some fusions of Amapiano and Afrobeat.
Amazing. And when is the album coming out?
Oh, the album is coming out in December.
Ah, okay, just 2 months. All right, not a long wait, guys. That's awesome. Okay, so question number 5. So this is for both of you. Back to the collaboration, and we talked about how Shaggy, you've worked with artists of all genres, from Cardi B and hip hop to Kess recently, who was actually on the show a couple of months ago, who of course is known for soca, and Bruce, you're blending all these different genres in as a solo artist anyway. But how are you both able to bring your authentic selves to this track and, you know, still have it sound so good, mixing the reggae vibes and the African rhythms and blending that in a way that just works so well?
Well, you know what? When I heard the track, Bruce's melodies and style and the tone of his voice was all over that track. That's what really got it. And a beautiful phrase in the front of it from the sax is just infectious. You know, all I brought to the track, because of my distinctive sound of my voice, there's a certain signature sound and a certain identity that comes with that. I just literally complemented what was already there. You know, it wasn't anything for me to actually change up or do anything crazy. You know, I just wanted to complement something that was already so perfectly done. You got to remember that the song was already released in Rwanda and was already a massive record in Rwanda. You know what I mean? And Steve from S-Curve, who heard the record and of course has a really good ear, you know, played it, got the record and played it for me and said, hey, we think this is a smash. Would you be interested in jumping on it? And I totally heard it right off the bat and know that it was something special, you know, and say, hey, but I wanted to know what I could do to it to complement it, you know, not to take it over or do anything else crazy with it, just to complement it and make it something that is unique. And what I came up with was that the producers, RJ and them, they literally created a lovely music bed behind it, production behind it. And the minute I heard it back, and I was like, yeah, wow, this is really special. And so I was very, very excited where that was concerned.
Nice. And you guys, you shot the video in Miami Beach, and you made an interesting choice with the video, which is something we don't often see. So you've got your lead actress, who's a bit of a player, right? She's like talking to this guy, she's over here, she's leaving that one over there. Why did you guys go with that choice? And it's sort of like Coyle Ray and her song, you know, Girls Are Players Too, like that kind of thing. Why did you make that choice for the video? Bruce, do you want
to take that on?
I think that would be a good question for Jay Wills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the video director is Jay Will. Jay Will's a longtime video director.
Okay.
What the song was really talking about promiscuity, you know, from this particular girl, you know, and how this guy is really, you know, has really fallen for a girl that is promiscuous. So I think he just kind of put the video based on that. So many times you see videos like this that was really male based.
Yeah.
Where the promiscuous one is really the male, this guy being the player. In this case, it's really the female that's really being the player, and the guys that are really falling for her, you know what I mean, and on how promiscuous she is, you know. And you see a lot more of that. You just said the Coyle Ray, you know, there's a lot of different artists, these are female artists who are coming out, and it's to a lot of them it's a bit liberating, because there's always been a stigma over the years attached to females, you know, kind of playing a male role or doing what they want, and it should be equal in some sense. And many people argue by saying it should be equal. So why are females chastised when men can do it? You know what I mean? So why can't females do it? And you know what I mean? And so I think it's just kind of going with times at this point. Jay Will wrote the treatment, came up with it. It was kind of fitting to the type of lyrics that Bruce had done, and the subject matter. And it was a playful way on it. You know, it was very colorful, very tasteful. We didn't want anything derogatory. And I think we did a good job in really executing a video that really tells the story of the song, and at the same time, Beat was very respectful of all parties.
Absolutely, yeah. I think you nailed it for sure, for sure. Okay, so question number 8, Shaggy. A lot of people don't realize you served in the Marines for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
2 tours of duty, right, in the Middle East. And this is actually where you worked on your emceeing voice. So can you tell us the story of that? How did that all come about? And did you have in mind, okay, I'm going to be an artist one day?
Well, you know what? I always loved music. And I used to write rhymes. I used to make rhymes up out of my head. And I realized I did that. I would spit a rhyme here and there, and it would get attention. I'd get attention. In my lunchroom, in my high school, all the kids would gather around when I started spitting rhymes. And I always got ladies. Chicks were always around me, so I got numbers, you know what I mean? So it made me very popular with the ladies. Then while I was in the military, you know, because I made a lot of rhymes up out of my head, and they were normally very funny, I would do them while we were singing cadences. So they'd be like, I don't know, but I've been told my CEO wears pantyhose. And I would do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they would bring me out during a lot of these runs to sing those really funny cadences while they sing them back to me. But while you're running 4 miles and singing that, you're singing from your stomach.
Mm.
So it was really vocal training without me knowing it was vocal training. And so I speak really different from there, but then I'll sing different, like, oh, Carolina, she call me Mr. Bombastic. So it's a total different sound from the way I speak.
Yeah.
But it's just me doing that because I used to mock my drill instructors who spoke like that. They were like, hey, boy, drop and give me 20, boy. Yeah, let me see you do this. And that's really where I kind of got that from. So I just sang like I was mocking them, and did a song called Oh Carolina in that mocking voice. And that became a massive hit, and everybody loved that sound. So I kept doing records in that sound. I don't know, Bruce might know a song called Big Up, which is, you know, was a massive record in Africa too.
Yeah.
How you feel big up, all I do, man, massive.
Yeah.
But that record is done in a different tone. If you're fat and you're both expensive and rubber put you on in the air and us, big up.
Yeah.
That's a totally different voice than she call me Mr. Bombastic, which is a totally different tone.
Yeah.
So all of that is part of the tools of what I use in making records and how I make them.
Yeah, so interesting, so interesting. Bruce, this one's for you. Question number 9. So you have said that you don't make music to make money. You do it because of the passion, right? You've done very well for yourself. I know you have a TV station. You've got your own record label out in Rwanda. Do you think that when you follow your passion, money is always a byproduct? Money always comes with that? And what would you say is your best piece of financial advice for everyone watching right now?
First of all, when you do what you love, it will be very easy for you to make money. So I do really love music. I produce music. I record days and nights. But through that, all struggles of mine, I can make money.
Yeah.
Like it's too easy for me to do music than doing any other thing. So when I do that because I love it, I do it with passion. I make money through music, and I make friends. Like you can achieve anything when you do what you love. So
that's a great attitude.
The path of mine of making money is when you do things you love and make people love it, then you will make money. So nice. we only need promotion. We only need promotion of what we do. If we are the best at it, then it can bring money.
Yeah, yeah. So your advice to everyone is follow your passion.
Of course, follow your passion. Do what you are the best at. Then you will make money.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, last question, because I know you guys have to jump shortly. Okay, one of the things that you have in common, we've talked a bit about this, is you guys know how to make music that makes people feel good and they feel joy and they want to dance and they smile. Like, it's just an automatic thing, right? When they hear music from you guys, you're smiling, you're dancing. Shaggy, you mentioned earlier, we're going through a tough time just in this world, on this planet right now, right? So what advice do you have for everyone watching right now in terms of keeping your thoughts positive, those high frequency thoughts, and feeling good, even when you're having a down day, you're having a bad day? How do you guys find that within yourselves, that positive attitude that you always radiate? What advice do you have for all of us?
Well, for me, in everything I do, I try to look at the glass half full instead of half empty. You know, you cannot have good without bad. It's just, you know, it's the yin and the yang. So for me, you know, it's about the batting average. You know what I mean? If you're looking at your life and you've had a very positive run and you've affected people that you've touched in a positive way, then you're a winner. It's either winning or losing. You know what I'm saying? There's no in between. You know, you either going to win or you're going to lose. And sometimes your losses help you get bigger wins. You know, so for me, I look at the average of my life, and I've been batting pretty good because I came from nothing and I have achieved a level of success that was unimaginable as a young kid in Jamaica. But along the way, I could also see every single person that is associated with me and how that has been positive in their lives, how they have started their lives, sent their families to school, created a life for themselves, created wealth for themselves based on their association with me and these wonderful songs that I've written. You know what I mean? So, you know, when we go on tour, we might go on tour and be selfish enough, but, you know, I just did a tour and we had 150 people on the tour. You know, they're riggers, they're people who are setting the stage, there are people who are doing concessions, there are people selling shirts. Those are 150 school fees, mortgages, rent, you know, water bill, car payments based on these songs that I've written and what I go out there and do. So you have to look at it like that. So I look at the glass half full, because even if I'm having a bad day or I'm having a bad week, I have to look at it and says, wow, but I've been having a lot of good from before. And you just keep positive and say, oh, how can I now change that bad into something positive and something good? You know what I mean? And it takes effort. Everyone out there, if you're trying to achieve this, it does take effort. You're not going to just sit home and make something happen. You know what I mean? You have to go out there and make it happen. Like they say, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be out there meeting people, greeting people, trying to change people's life, grabbing energy. Bruce's energy is an energy. My energy is a different energy. We come together, we create something even bigger. It's the same thing I say with Sting or with anybody that I've collaborated with. You know what I mean? It's trying to get something bigger out of it. And so that is how I do it. And I would urge anybody who's doing it to look at the glass half full instead of half empty.
Great advice. And Bruce, what your advice?
I'm going to give you a story. Last time when I was doing a live with Shaggy, I told him how I was excited to do a song with him and to make a sound like this with him. And I told him how, like, it was just like a dream. And then he told me, no, it was not on live. It was a call we made. We made.
Call. Yeah.
It was, and he told us the story of his and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I can feel what you're feeling. The same way I was feeling when Michael Jackson called me.
Yeah.
Now
we need to hear that story. But go on, sorry.
Nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible. And for me, seeing Shaggy here with me on Instagram, it's like a dream coming true, because I've been his fan since I don't really even remember when for the first time when I heard Shaggy, but I know he's a talented guy, he's famous, and he's a coolest person I've ever met. And
Oh, bless.
Shaggy,
Thank you.
in front of these old people, I'm like, thank you so much for allowing to at least share with me your talent, and thank God for allowing me to live in these times where I can meet people like you. I have a lot to learn from you, and I think you're opening some doors for my career, and this is going to happen. Like you people who are here, you know what is going to happen right now. And where I from, there is people who can criticize.
Yeah.
And they're here.
You need them though.
Yeah.
The motivation.
Yeah. And they are seeing this happening. They are seeing this happening, which means the boy who started his career from Kanombe, that where I was born from, now he's doing a big record with Shaggy himself.
Well, thank you.
Dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. And it's so awesome to see you guys together, and you know, to have this moment live in front of all these viewers, 1,500 people right now. Shaggy, I kind of need to hear this Michael Jackson story really quickly before I let you guys go. Sorry, and sorry, Brian. I know I'm letting them go right now.
No, we played. You can see it on YouTube if you type in Shaggy and Michael Jackson on YouTube. You'll see the 30th anniversary concert that Michael invited me. You know, a lot of us was on there. Myself, Britney Spears, Usher, you know, Whitney Houston. Tons of us was there. But Michael really loved. It wasn't me. And if you watch the video, you see him saying that this is my favorite song. And in having a conversation with him, you know, I couldn't get a word in because he wanted to know so much about me and everything, you know, and he was so knowledgeable about not just me, but my career and where I was at the time and my album. So you could tell he didn't just listen to the single, he listened to the album. He wanted to know where a particular song like Keeping It Real was done or where this song was done. And it was just mind-blowing to say that, wow, this guy actually knew my name, you know, but he didn't just know your name, he knew everything. So at that point, me being at the top of my game at that point and was the best-selling record of that year, he somehow looked at me as some sort of a competition in some sense where I got to study this new thing. And I do the same thing. Anybody that's new coming out right now, I'm buying their stuff and I'm studying them. I'm seeing what is it that they have that is capturing an audience right now and how I could actually feed off that, you know, and he was a true artist. He's just a true artist, you know, and that was the whole situation with him. It was funny standing on stage singing We're Out of the World and he's standing right beside me. I was like, wow, this is crazy right now. So sometimes you have these moments, you know.
Those surreal moments.
There are a lot
that's amazing.
You know, another big one was we did in Sun City in South Africa, we did the Core Awards and in Africa, and I was placed right beside Nelson Mandela in 1996. I was beside Madiba and spoke with him and I held his hand, had a great conversation with him and his lovely wife. And that was another moment that probably the only moment that I've had in my life where I felt like I was in the room with someone that was holy. It felt like I was with someone holy. And I've met the Pope. I didn't have that feeling with the Pope, you know, and I've met the Queen and I didn't have that feeling with the Queen, you know what I mean? But with Nelson Mandela, I felt like I was at the table with someone divine. Yeah.
You gotta write your memoir.
So there are many of those.
Shaggy.
There are many of those.
Yeah. Wow. I thank you so much, guys, for sharing these amazing stories and being so open and authentic about everything. And we love the track. So thank you for making this amazing music and continuing to do so. And guys, if you haven't heard it, when she's around, go check it out now. But they do have another interview to get to right now, so I'm going to let you go. But that was so much fun. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Shaggy. And best of luck with everything. We're going to be watching, of course.
Much love.
Thank you so much.
All right, Bruce, take it easy, bro.
And thank you guys for watching as well. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.